Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode on GTA 5 with the AI being weird. Now, there is no idea how the AI ended up down this particular part of the map. It is not normally somewhere where vehicles go. Hell, I've only ever seen police cars go down here. Well, in chases, they'll often spawn their way down here. Normal civilian traffic is not supposed to be down here, and as expected, the AI, when they are down here, don't really know where to go. They were sort of having their own little demo derby in one corner. Two of the gauntlets escaped their way, well, down this sort of path before turning around. It's a very fiddly, not three-point turn right there from the black gauntlet. And then we're going to run back up to our little demo derby area, and the fight will continue. Yeah, no idea quite how they've ended up all the way down there, but, well, one of the Astons a little bit freaked out and not even moving anymore, but there we go. LMP Dragon on Need for Speed Payback with another police chase. Yes, the police do tend to cause some complete and utter carnage on this one, and it's the Rhino that comes battering into the BMW. There are many rolls, there's even a sideswipe from a police car that actually rolls the BMW over the roadblock to get away from the chase better. So, well done. The FailRace Police Department very much in full effect there. Nexon on Driver San Francisco again, dealing with the police. Takes one of the ramp trucks. There is a police car that has gone to orbit. It just pings its way past. It's bouncing along the road. The taxi then gets landed on and promptly rolled over. So, I mean, that part of the maneuver was effective from the FailRace Police Department. The insanely flying... I don't even know how it got the height and the distance that it got. So it's from a slightly different angle where they're sort of looking around because you actually miss a lot of the height. So taxi takes the ramp truck as normal. The police car follows it over there. There's the one that's launched for miles, and the speed that it is carrying, look at it go. And then there's the... the aerial takeout on its own is pretty good, let alone the orbital police car that has come crashing back down. It's a new tool in the FailRace Police Department toolbox, although it needs a little bit of work. Aiming is a little difficult. DKM on Forza Horizon 2 is racing a Datsun off-road. Already one peculiar moment with the rear of the car. However, it gets a lot worse as we come down this hill. The car just has had enough. It's just decided, you know what, we're going to go for a flip. I don't know if an AI car went underneath. It went very, very close either way. Yeah, just minding our own business, and then suddenly we are not in the right direction. On to Forza Horizon 4 next, trying to get one of the influence signs, which, you know, we've all done at some point. However, the landing is, I mean, it's impressive. I'm not going to lie. Try to do that deliberately would be very difficult. The problem is now trying to get out of there is also quite difficult. The BMW is very, very wedged. Now, you can kind of get it to wiggle around. It's all-wheel drive as well, which is going to help it. If that had been rear-wheel drive, I think you'd have a lot of fun and games. Does eventually manage to get the car turned. The problem is the way the BMW kind of clips its way through the floor, through the, I guess, the brick, stone, or whatever, it ends up spinning back around. It does eventually get free, but there we go. Kazimak on Horizon 4 has spotted a fast travel board and has decided to go, you know, pick it up as you do when, well, physics has decided not to work at all. Like, at all. There's no collisions whatsoever with anything over there. That's attempt number 3, and no luck whatsoever. We'll go for attempt number 4. Are the physics going to suddenly work? Nope. Funnily enough, the other side of the road, collisions are working because, like, the bushes and so on are being moved out of the way. But everything over here, not so lucky. In fact, you can go through the bales of hay. Yep, they've got no collisions. Don't know whether the buildings and so on around here would have collisions or not. But, yeah, you're going to have to try again. You're going to have to try again getting that danger sign. A longbow on Horizon 4. This was during one of the early streams I did on this game, racing unimogs, because of course it would be very, very fast unimogs. Now, I didn't see quite what went on behind me, so a little bit too much speed in this corner, easy to do. A few cars ended up doing a similar thing, or a few trucks ended up doing a similar thing. However, this unimog, in trying to reset, got very unhappy and goes for a backflip, just for some bonus style points. Misses the checkpoint in the backflip, but, you know, impressive work right there. Y2K Pac-Man on Horizon 4 is heading to one of the Forzathon live events. Comes to the car park, just sit and wait a minute to go. Fiesta just, you know, Fiesta decides to get in the way. I mean, it's not the worst catapult an AI car has done, but it is perfectly positioned to land in front of the player car. Like, well done. That's actually pretty impressive going right there. On to MX versus ATV Reflex with a big off-road buggy with a very flappy roof. Because all bigger off-road buggies need an extra super-duperly flappy roof, I think. This is more of an impressive save. I mean, there's a lot of bouncing around on the terrain. Goes for a bit of a shortcut on the corner. Is hanging around on two wheels before going crashing back down again. That's a long, long way onto two wheels. It's a long way onto two wheels. Incredibly well to kind of save all of that one. And finally, Yami here on Just Cause 3 is trying to protect the train. Would say probably hooking the helicopter up to the train, not the safest idea. Maybe the helicopter to the bridge would have been better. But, I mean, it worked. Rico bounced off the concrete with his face and managed to go up a decent number of meters into the air. I mean, Rico is incredibly strong, we know this much. Anyway, the next part of the mission is to derail an oncoming train. Well, seeing as he fell off the train on a bridge, it makes sense to blow the bridge up. You'll have a nice, funny, spectacular sort of, you know, plow off the edge of the bridge. But it doesn't really fall apart quite the way you want it to. It's sort of a very movie-esque style, well, sort of falling apart, kind of. It's not quite the explosion on the bridge, but you get the idea, or you get the idea of the plan, if you like. It's a little bit wonky. It does eventually sort itself, does eventually sort of fall apart and crumble apart. So, here comes the train, and you're waiting for that big plow off the edge of the bridge. The thing is, the game has other ideas. Yes, we're not going to get the lovely, spectacular fall off the bridge. You see, the wreckage of the helicopter is slightly on the train tracks, which means train boops that and then goes flying. That is the strongest helicopter wreckage I ever did see. I mean, that's almost 2 backflips and there's a lot of fire. That completes the mission as well. So, all of that set up, the great idea, hoping for that comedy shot. I mean, we get a comedy shot, just not the one that was really going for. And then the train manages to crash at the other side of the bridge. Still not quite the comedy shot. This one a little bit more, I guess you could say, usual. Although now physics, I say usual, physics is getting angry again as one of the carriages glitches its way through the bridge. The bridge continues to get angry with it before it eventually spits it out. It will eventually spit the thing out and throw it at the scenery, because that's what you do. And there we go. Few cartwheels into the forest. Plenty of yeah, kind of, it's still going all the way down the hill. I mean, messed around with trains. Not gonna lie, there was messing around with trains, just not quite the way you might have expected it. That, though, is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. At the very top of the page is the FailRace clip submission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. However, that is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.